So we worked at a place called Welcome to 1979 in Nashville. The place where we used to record the Magic Shop in New York, after I think more than 30 years, I guess they lost their lease. For years that was my clubhouse. You know, we made records there, and it was one of my favorite places in the world. We really loved it there. And then we went to Welcome to 1979, and we loved it. The personnel is great, everybody was super nice to us, and they had their heads on straight. And so I think the biggest thing for us, I've never made a record to tape before. We always have recorded digitally. And recording to tape, by definition, you have to limit the amount of tracks that you can use. So in the past, we would say, oh, like, we could put a tambourine here, or we could, you know, let's put a cowbell over there, let's have somebody else sing a harmony, let's do this. And you know, we only had 24 tracks, so you can't do that. You only have 24, and like the drums use a bunch of them. So there's only so many things that you can put in every song. And I think to some extent, limiting for us was kind of freeing, because at a certain point you have to make a decision. You can't have 100 vocal takes saved. You know, you have one, you get to keep one. And if you have an extra track, you could cut another one, but that's it. You can't have 50 takes of the vocal and pick through them and try to find your favorite. Like, you have to do it, decide, and then move on. And so that was an adventure, definitely, just kind of working in a more limiting way like that, you know, working to tape. And so that was kind of the biggest way that the studio informed our choices. Also, working in Nashville, the studios are all much bigger. In New York, everything is in a small space. You know, your apartment is smaller, your life is in a confined space. And here, you know, the studio we were in, it was on 2 floors. They just had so much room. I would just walk around every once in a while, like stretch out, and that part was very different. So, it was a great experience.